On today's video, where I bring you all real talk about real estate, I'm going to break down the process of how I evaluate and put a home on the market and how do I pick the appropriate list price for a home seller. Alright, so today's video is for all you homeowners out there, and especially for all you people out there that love Zillow and the Zillow's estimate. Because I'm going to teach you something today, and I'm going to explain to you the real way a professional evaluates a home and helps a person put their home on the market and get the most money for their home in the easiest, most efficient way possible, right? So, how does a real estate agent figure out what their home is worth and help a client, right? The first thing we do is we look at the surrounding homes in the area within a 1 mile radius, and I want to look at homes that are similar in age, size, square footage, amenities, and builder style. Okay, so I'm going to find a group of homes, some that are active and some that are under contract and some that are closed within the last 3 to 6 months, because the real estate market is very volatile. It goes up and down. We only want accurate, recent information. So once I have that pool of properties, I'm going to figure out an average price per square foot that homes are selling at. I'm going to use that average compared to the client's specific home and figure out how do they compare. So I'm going to find homes that are very, very similar to my client's subject property, and we're going to break it down, look at side by side and figure out, okay, this home sold for X amount of dollars, it had granite and a pool. This home was very basic and kind of boring, no pool, it sold for X amount of dollars. Where does our property fit? Is it in the middle? Is it more like this one, more like this one? I'm going to use that average price per square foot as our basis point, okay? Step number 2, I'm going to figure out what is the absorption rate. How fast are homes selling in the neighborhood? Because there is so much more that goes into pricing your home than just taking a sheet of comps and saying, hey, average price per square foot is X amount of dollars, that's what you should list your home for, okay? So once we have that, we figure out the absorption rate. That's going to tell me how fast are homes selling in your neighborhood. If homes are selling really, really quick and they're in high demand and there's very low inventory of homes in your specific neighborhood, I know I can push the price just a little bit. I know I can tell my client exactly when the home is going to sell. On the flip side, even if it's in the seller's market in your whole city, your neighborhood might have a slow absorption rate. You might have a lot of homes for sale in your neighborhood and they're not really selling that fast. So you have to be really, really conscious of that. That is just as important as the list of comps in the area, because that's going to tell you where you can price your home in relation to that price per square foot. We've gone over that. We need to find the price per square foot with the comparable homes within a 1 mile radius. We've gone over the fact that we need to pay really close attention to your absorption rate, how fast our homes are selling in your little neighborhood, not your city, not your zip code, but your actual specific neighborhood. And the last thing is, how does your home fit with the current trends and style and demands of what's going on? Styles of houses are always changing. Do you have the white pretty granite, the stone floors, the HGTV style that everybody likes right now? Or is your home a little bit dated, or maybe it was updated 20 years ago? You have to see, like, what demand does my home fit? Is it appropriate for this age, or is it older? So that's going to play a big role as well. So if you combine those 3 things, we come to a final list price. And the last thing is, in relation to price per square foot, we have to make sure your home appraises for what we sell it at, because no matter what you think your home is worth, even when we think it's worth a ton of money, you've got it really decked out, granite, all that fancy stuff, if the home doesn't appraise for whatever the buyer and seller have agreed upon contract, the deal will not go through. So you guys have to be really aware of that, pay close attention to what's recently appraising in the neighborhood. One thing I do for my clients is I pull a list of recent appraisals in the area. This is not comps, this is actual recently completed appraisals in the area. So I know what the mortgage lenders are doing, I know how they're appraising properties, so I can really pay close attention to this process. So guys, that's how it works. As you can see, that's a lot more in-depth than just pressing a button, getting a Zillow's estimate. If you ever have any questions, you want to reach out for help, I'm happy to help you anytime. And thanks again for watching, guys.